What's going on, paranormal world? The London Bridge. Yep, the Ghost Adventures crew traveled to Arizona, where the paranormal activity has been overwhelming for most of the public. But in 1968, they moved the London Bridge to Arizona. 900 feet of stone. Imagine all that energy trapped inside. This bridge is supposedly responsible for human sacrifices, suicides, carbon monoxide poisoning, drownings, boats flipping over on their own. I mean, wow, that's just a lot of stuff to unpack. A historian had flew out to explain the dark past, and he also explained that children were indeed embedded into the bridge, hence to the song The London Bridge is Falling Down. However, if you listen to all the lyrics, that song is dark and has a symbolic meaning. They also used to display decapitated heads on the bridge. This bridge is also popular for the suicides. But as you get into the episode, Aaron and Billy investigated some tunnels within the bridge, and surprisingly, they actually captured some evidence, some footsteps and unexplainable voices, and mostly screams. But on to the investigation, Zach starts off by scanning the bridge. So the Ghost Adventures crew split up. Zach and Billy get on a boat and they go under the bridge and try to investigate, while Jay and Aaron are deep in the tunnels. Now, Jay and Aaron, they captured several stick figure anomalies on the SOS camera, along with a couple of EVPs. Like I mentioned earlier, it was a whole bunch of screaming going on, and that's what they captured. But one interesting thing that happened was when Zach caught some figures on camera. Now, it's inconclusive because, they really couldn't make out whether it was a shadowy figure or a real person. I personally believe it was just a couple of people just watching the Ghost Adventures crew. Zach, he thinks otherwise, but I just figured it was just a couple of people spying on him, that's all. And they really could have just used the thermal imaging camera from the start with just to see the body heat, but they did that a little too late, and they really could have debunked all this if they just would have did that first. Overall, this episode had a lot of potential. I absolutely loved the location. I loved the history. I actually learned a thing or two. And one other thing that I did like was the underwater drone. Even though it didn't really work, it still was a good piece of equipment. And I really enjoyed this episode for what it was, and I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. What did you guys think about this episode? And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that notification button so you can see every time I upload. As always, be safe, peace.